Alright, hey guys, Abomination9 here. We're back playing some more Pokemon trading card game online. We left off. I'm pretty sure we're still getting screwed over. But today, hopefully that is not the case because I have a lot of packs to open. I've been grinding out the last few days, and they gave us challenges. I don't know if they do this often, but they gave like challenges that just kept showing up, and I did like 3 in a row. Which is what I'm talking about is these, and they finally depleted, which was a pain in the butt to actually get through, but I sat here the last 2 days, I guess including today, so the last 2 days, grinding all these out. So I got a bunch of rare packs, old packs. I got a lot of coins because I was doing this through Versus. I have a bunch of tickets that I could get more packs. As you can see here, I'm all the way up to here now from all the grinding I've done. There's literally only 2 things left, but there's only a day left, so it doesn't even matter. So yeah. So I think it's 16 packs in a premium chest. So we got 2 black and whites, 2 black and white emerging powers, 2 black and white noble Victinis. I bought a bunch of ancient origins with all the coins I got getting up that high because I want more Gardevoirs. If you saw in the last video, I think we got a Gardevoir the last video, and I gotten one before, so I have 2 of them right now. I want more of them, and I know they come in this pack, so I bought a bunch of those. I got a breakthrough at one point, got 3 Fates Collides from just the climbing the ladder, and then the premium chest. Oh yeah, I forgot I bought the Sky Guardian, because I don't know if this is going away soon, but I wanted some Pokemon in here. Since I wanted to look at this anyways, thankfully it is here. I wanted Snowballs to have like a Grand Bull Confusion deck, which I saw that Pokemon fighting against someone like the other day, and I was like, oh my god, that's so broken with how they were using it. But I figured out a way I could do it that was differently. And I didn't have any Snowballs, so now I do. This also has... what does it have? It has these 2 Lugias, which I desperately need these for an anti-EX deck, but I haven't got any Fates Collide, so now I have them, and another one of these, Delphoxes. I already have one of these Delphoxes, so now I have 2, which is amazing. And here you can see the Lugia. So that's pretty much what you get from there. I mean, I don't know if anyone else would really care, but these Lugias are important to me. This specific Delphox is important. Also, like I said, the Snowballs over here, wherever the heck they were, right here, they're important. So yeah, let's get opening these. Rare Hollow Chest. Alright, 20 coins, okay, and this is supposed to be a rare hollow. Oh my god! First thing, Kangaskhan EX. I guess that's what comes in these, is maybe probably a guaranteed EX, or maybe something like a Delphox, or a Stage 2 evolution, so that's pretty cool. I've seen people use these during me climbing the ladder the last couple days. So yeah, triple draw, draw 3 cards, and Kindred Kick 70 plus. Flip a coin of heads, the attack does 30 more damage. So that's okay. So now I need to figure out which ones I want to do first. I think I want to do the Breakthrough, and then the Fates Collides, then the rare ones, and then the Ancient Origins. Okay, nothing crazy. Apparently a new Beheeyem. I haven't gotten that before. A Sea King somehow, I haven't got it. It's not hollow, so I just don't have that Sea King. Unless I have a hollow and not a regular one. Hippopotamus, well that's not his name, but Hippopotas, Snover, Starly, Cubone, Noibat, Megaton, Behemoth, or however you want to pronounce his name. I've said it like, what, 20 different times now. Sea King, we got 2 this time. Brazong, okay, Pain Amplifier, put 3 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon that has any damage counters on it, which is pretty broken. Knockaway, flip a coin, if heads, this attack does 20 more damage. And a Vanilluxe, wow. I'm pretty sure I have like 2 or 3 of these. I have 5 of them now. Never mind, I have 5 Vanilluxes. And no, I was gonna say no Vanillish. I have 1 Vanillish and 1. Okay, we have 2 Vanillites, 1 Vanillish, and 5 Vanilluxes. Really? Alright, whatever. Now I think there's. Why is it doing that? Hold on. Let me close something. Since it shouldn't be doing that. Stuttering like that. Oh, a snowball. Cool. Now I can have 3 now. So that's good. Because I didn't know if I was going to get them or not. So I was like, you know, just screw it. Let me just buy Sky Guardians. Fairy Garden. Didn't have one of these. That's great. Now I can put that in the fairy deck I built whilst doing the verses the last 2 days. Deerling. And another Tyranitar. Sweet. I have 1 of these already. Now I have 2 of them. Is my other one hollow? Is one of these hollows? This is an outer hollow, but you can't even tell. Like, you can only really tell on the top. It's not... That's really ridiculous. This other one's an inner hollow. Both you can barely tell. Can I actually use both of these? I have 2 Pupitars at least. Yeah, I have 2 Pupitars and 2 Larvatars. So I can, in fact, use these Tyranitars in my Darkness deck. I kind of use him as a trump card in that deck, pretty much, since that's what he is. 150 damage, plus he can do another 50, another 100 on top of that, so 250. Plus, if your opponent has gotten rid of 5 prize cards, by the time you actually bring him in, you're pretty much going to have a fully loaded Tyranitar without having to build him up. Of course, if you have energy in the discard pile, the graveyard. Are nothing new except for these 3, and I was expecting like another, like a double, but whatever. Siniku or whatever, Sinkino, Dugong, Hawklucha. We got another one of these Braxton, so I think I have 4 of these now. These are the good ones compared to the old one. I prefer this one over the old one. And Explode. I think we've gotten this one before. So Ambush and Cacophony. Oh wait, no, we didn't. I haven't gotten one of these before. I was talking to someone about this. This card is great. Like, this Explode, I mean, his damage is okay. The 80 is okay, plus an extra 40, I guess. But Cacophony is an amazing attack when dealing with stupid EX or Megas. I guess, I don't know if it does anything against, Glaceon EX? Maybe it does something against Glaceon EX, because it's not doing damage. I don't think it's effects. I don't know if effects counts, but Cacophony. At the end of your opponent's next turn, discard a defending Pokemon and all cards attached to it. Is amazing for getting rid of EXs. Like, I just assume it's amazing, because it's just like, screw you for abusing these cards. Like, I'm sick and tired of all these EX cards ruining the game for me. I'm not going to stop playing because of EX cards, but oh my god, it's so stupid that they're in the game. Oh, another Snowball, so we have 4? Now I can have a complete Granbull Confusion deck. Kabuto, Seal. Oh, that Jigglypuff was new. Another De-Evolution, which I put one of those in my Darkness deck. I forgot why. Oh, cool, Kabutops. Kabutops. Why did I say it like that? Kabutops. Though you need a fossil to actually grab. I think I actually have the fossils, don't I? So Kabutops, probably one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 1. It's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. Heal this Pokemon for the same amount of damage you did to your opponent's active Pokemon, which is 50. So 50 damage and a 50 heal is really good. And flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 60 more damage. That's pretty good. 140 damage if you're lucky. Now, I think I have... well, it's not even going to show me if I have the fossils, but I'm pretty sure I have Kabuto fossils. And now let's open it. Okay, let's start from this side and work our way back up to Ancient Origins. Oh, Metal Energy. All of these cards apparently are new, but yeah, because I haven't opened these packs before. So Potion, Metal Energy, Patrit, Tepig, Mink. I don't know how to, like I said, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Mink Kino, Pokemon Communication, Professor Juniper, Tranquil, a Zoroark, which I haven't gotten any of these Pokemon in any league whatsoever, so that's pretty cool. 100 HP. nasty plot, search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. You don't even have to show your opponent. Just grab something and that's it. Choose one of the defending Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack, which is okay. And I keep mispronouncing this guy's name. I think I got one of these guys before. Ranunculus. There we go. Ranunculus. Don't I have one of these? I have this one here. I got this one the other day, I think, in a video. So now we have this one. As often as you like during your turn, you may move one damage counter from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon, and does 10 more damage for each energy attached to the defending Pokemon, so that's okay. A 10 isn't too great though. Plus there's a stage 2 Pokemon that only has 90 health. So what have we gotten so far? We got, what, Kangaskhan EX, I think. Tyranitar. I've kind of already forgotten, actually. Snivy, Lightning Energy, another Minkino, Purloin, Woobat, Juniper, Simipour, Kling, and Bouffalant. Bouffalant is... what? Is Bouffalant's rare? Revenge 20 plus. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack during his or her last turn, his attack does 70 more damage, so 90. And Head Charge, 80 damage plus. Flip a coin. If tails, this Pokemon does 20 damage to itself, which is 80 and you can harm yourself, But these are older generations, which are a bit more fair, I guess, compared to what you're dealing with now. Alright, so Volibeye, Pansear, Joltik, Cottony, Clink, Throw, this is the garbage throw, Audino, Max Potion, Cubchoo, and Ferrothorn, which is okay. So 30 times, flip 3 coins, attack does 30 damage times number of heads, so up to 90, 0 to 90 damage. Switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon, then your opponent switches the defending Pokemon with one of his or her benched Pokemon, so 60 and a escape rope effect. So nothing too hot so far, other than that, Kangaskhan. It has every time I've only gotten like one EX or one special card, and that's all it gives me, really. Deerling, Ferroseed again, Gothita, Volibee, Max Potion, Tranquil, Krokorok, Pansage, and... this is okay. Scolipede, it's not holographic though. 140 Toxic Claws, 30 damage. The defending Pokemon is now poisoned. Put 2 damage counters instead of 1 on that Pokemon, so that's pretty good. Between turns. Wild Horn, flip 2 coins, attack does 20 more damage for each head, so 50 up to 90. Yeah, 50 up to 90. Toxic Claws is pretty good. So this is pretty good Pokemon. Now for these Noble Victini, or Victories I should say, not Victini. That is Victini on the package. Oh, one of these Durants, these horrible legacy Durants that screwed me over one time. So for each of your Durant in play, discard the top card of your opponent's deck, so you can end up discarding 4 cards a turn, and as long as you can keep this Durant alive, your opponent's screwed. Larvesta, Dino, or Dano, Yamask, Frillish, Solosis, Diocyan, or Duocyan, Swadloon, Durant again, of course. A Vanillux, okay, I guess, wait, no, this is a different Vanillux. Flip 2 coins, it's also hollow. This attack does 40 damage times the number of heads. If either of them is heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. So if you this is actually the really good Vanillux. I think I've gotten one of these before. Yeah, it says I have one, so I have 2 of these now. Because, as long as you get a heads, you're doing 40 damage plus a paralysis. And Frost Breath, which is just a guaranteed 60. For 2. He's a pretty cheap Pokemon. Like, you'll need 2 energy, and as long as this hits, you're getting a guaranteed paralyze. And Oh, cool, Victini! Oh my god, we actually got Victini! Flip 2 coins. If either of them is tails, the attack does nothing, so... It's pretty much a shot in the dark. You gotta get super lucky to even use this Victini, but I mean, we got it at least. Is it hollow? It's not hollow, but we got it, and that's all that matters. And now we still have 6 more Ancient Origins packs open, which I'm pretty sure there's at least a decent amount of stuff in there to get. Dweeble, Trubbish, Shelmet, Yamask, Blitzel, Heatmore, Crustle, Stunfisk, Ranunculus again. Well, I guess we look at that. This looks like this one's pretty good. Flip 2 coins, attack does 30 damage times the number of heads, so 60, 0 to 60, and for a guaranteed 60, the defending Pokemon is now confused, which is always really good to get a guaranteed confusion. Having to flip a coin for any stat spec is really lame. Oh my god, full card art, holographic N, which I almost never use, but everyone else uses. It's pretty much the elitist thing to use is freaking N. But yeah, oh my god, a full card art, holographic N. If only this pack was not locked. I could trade this probably. Yeah, there you go. Full card art, holographic N. So each player shuffles his or her hand into his or her deck, then each player draws a card for each of his or her remaining prize cards. So this can really screw over someone who has been winning the whole game, or to screw over someone's hand either way. If they just drew a bunch of cards with cards, just drop an N, it make them lose all the progress they just gained. One of those stupid unknowns. Vespiquen, a holographic version. I think I already have a normal version. Combi, Lavesta, Golett, Baltoy, Unknown, Vaporeon, Rotom, Ace Trainer, and this Vespiquen, which I want to actually see how many of these I have. 1, 2... So 2 of those, plus a third full card art one, which doesn't do the same thing as this one. So you may draw a card until you have 6 in your hand and does 10 damage, and this Be Revenge 20 plus 10 more for each Pokemon in your discard pile, which you would obviously be combining that with Unknown and a bunch of other stuff. Porygon Z, the 3rd evolution. Discard all special energy attached to each of your opponent's Pokemon, which is pretty okay if your opponent is using that, but there's only, what, you can only have like 4 special energy, so you can only end up getting rid of 4. During your opponent's next turn, defending Pokemon's attacks cost 1 more. Slowing Beam, that's great. Because if you're fighting maybe like a fighting deck, which unfortunately Porygon Z is weak to, they have special energy that allows them to do 20 more damage when you put that special energy on, and those really suck. So getting rid of those, if they just stockpiled them on an enemy, would be great, though Carbink, I think Break Carbink is able to just grab energy out of the deck and put it on whatever it wants, but I think it'll only do 2. So if you're throwing away 4 every turn, it can only ever grab 2. And forcing your opponent to have to apply 1 more energy can probably permanently keep them down if they keep applying specials. So that's not bad. Hopefully we get 2 more Gardevoirs like I want. Now I know there's special stuff in these packs. I better not get screwed over. So Inkay, Wooper, Eevee, Golurk, Magikarp, Aridos, which is, I've seen people use this one. Well, not this one. Is it this specific one? Yeah, I've seen someone abuse this card before. You pretty much just have this on your bench and poison your opponent every turn. And as long as you're running a only grass Pokemon deck, I mean, you're pretty much safe. Just have a guaranteed poison no matter what your opponent does. Unless they have one of those robes, I think. One of those robes negates special effects. Tyranitar Spirit Link, which I think I have a Mega Tyranitar, don't I? I think I have Mega Tyranitar, I just don't have Tyranitar EX. Okay, I was hoping I would get one of these, because I haven't seen one of these before. So, Volcarona, which I think we picked one of these up. The smaller ones, Larvesta, or earlier. Solar Birth, search your deck for basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench. Then, search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to that Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. That's pretty nasty. Honestly, that's disgustingly nasty because basic Pokemons count as EX cards, and you know how I feel about EX cards. They're stupid. And being able to draw an EX for 1 energy and have it come in with 2 energy attached to it. Come on. Come on, Pokemon Company / Wizards of the Coast / Game Freak / Nintendo / whoever made this game. Come on. And 60 damage for Flamethrower. Discard an energy attached to this Pokemon, which is eh. But as long as you have one of those special energy that comes back if you throw it away, you're pretty much fine there. Oh, and there you go, Tyranitar EX. Oh, whoops. That comes with now we'll come back to these in a second because I want to look at the EXs and see if I do in fact have Mega Tyranitar. Maybe it's Mega Groudon. Nope, there it is, Mega Tyranitar EX. So Mega Tyranitar EX can hit for 110 for 4, and he's allowed to have 2 tools attached to him. As you see up there, this Pokemon may have up to 2 Pokemon tools and cards attached to him. So you can have double armor, double sashes, double muscle bands, double whatever else you can want to throw on him. This attack does 60 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So each damage counter, that's like, what, 10 damage. So if you hit someone once with this attack, you're going to hit for what, 660 extra? So what is that, like 770? You're going to be hitting for 770 if I'm reading this correctly next turn. That's not accounting if you have sashes or muscle bands attached to Mega Tyranitar. That's pretty broke. Okay, now we can go back. Well, at least we have both of those from Ancient Origins. Both the Mega and the regular. 2 of these right next to each other. Is this holographic? Yeah, it's an outer hollow that you can barely even tell. Inkay, Wooper, Ralts, Relicanth, Eevee, Porygon, Energy Recycler, Force of Giant Plants, which each player's grass Pokemon can evolve during his or her first turn or the turn he or she plays those Pokemon. So, you can pretty much get a turn 1 stage 2 with this card, the Combat EX cards, as long as you have both of them in your hand. If you have the entire set in your hand and this, you're set. Round 1, you have a stage 2 Pokemon. Oh, another one of these, but is this holographic? Yeah, it has to be holographic to show up here. So another one of these guys, we already seen, but of course, holographic. Where are my freaking Gardevoirs? I spent so much coins on Ancient Origins so I can get Gardevoirs. And I took the risk of buying the Lugia deck, just in case, or since I wanted that I figured, you know what, I'd get what I want from this. I don't have to worry about it. And I still haven't gotten one. So Eevee, Oddish, Unknown, Gumi, Baltoy, Flareon, another one of these Aridos, which are pretty broken, Malamar, which in fact is probably one of my favorite Pokemon. I love using this card. Is this holographic? It is an outer hollow that you can't tell. They need to work on the dark holographics because you can't tell that they're holographic. But yeah, this is my favorite card. I love dragging an enemy in that has a high retreat cost, which now they're confused. Then using his Trash Tentacle to grab something out of the discard pile, which in my Darkness deck I have Trick Tools, I think it's called, which discards the top card of your opponent's deck. You can use it to do that, which I do use it to do that. I almost never use it to look at my card. I usually always use it to discard their cards to try to make them burn out. Or, if I have a Team Flare Grunt in there, you just keep using that. You use his attack, get a Flare Grunt. If they put an energy on the active Pokemon, Team Flare Grunt it off, then grab it right back out of the discard pile, and there's nothing they can really do about that until they kill Malamar or Escape Rope out of there. Full card art Golurk, which I've had one of these before, I think. Prevent all effects of your opponent's Pokemon abilities done to this Pokemon, and as long as this Pokemon is in play, it is Psychic and Fighting, which he has resistance to fighting. So you may do 40 more damage, which if you do that, you do 20 damage to yourself, which of course negates the damage altogether because he's resistant and he's a fighting type. So it's counting his damage as fighting damage, which he then negates, which is super stupid. The only way to drop this is by using like a Hex Maniac or a Wobbuffet or something. And I think Wobbuffet doesn't work because of this, because of stop. So you literally need to use Hex Maniac to stop him from just bulldozing you for 120. Another Vespiquen. How many of these do we have now? So 3 of these now? We could have a stupid discard deck, which I'm not going to make because I'm not a conformist like everyone else in this game. Wooper, Golurk, Spinarak, Quagsire, Ralts, Flareon, Vespiquen. Hex Maniac was just talking about that, so if you don't know what I was talking about, until the end of your opponent's next turn, each Pokemon in play in each player's hand and in each player's discard pile has no abilities. So it negates that for like a few turns. Gyarados, probably holographic, otherwise I don't know why it would show up here, yeah. Gyarados, which is, he's pretty overpowered, but I mean, he can be dealt with. It's kind of like a panicking moment when you do see him, though, since he can hit for so much damage. And what is this going to be? Since this is Gyarados, what is this? A full card art Metagross. This Pokemon may have 2 tools attached to it, so that's pretty nice. 150 health. This attack does 10 more damage for each card in your hand, so Machine Gun Stomp is pretty strong if you're just drawing cards and you're completely focused on Metagross. And Guard Press, 80 damage. Your opponent's next turn, any damage on this Pokemon is reduced by 20. So if you're fighting a Psychic Pokemon, you're already reducing that by 20 since he's resistant to that, so you're going to get 40 resistance against Psychics. So it's not bad. The last one, we got no Gardevoirs. I spent so much coin trying to get Gardevoirs, and they're screwing me here, man. You're screwing me. At least give me one here. Oh my god, they didn't give me one here. Here's another Hex Maniac. Another one of these, which that's not bad. Because I like having these in the darkness because of EXs. You put this on your Pokemon, it does 20 damage to an EX if they hit it. I think I have 2 of these? Yeah, so I have 3 of these now. One I can trade in 2 others, so I can have those in my darkness and end up making EX hit themselves for 60. Unknown, Quagsire, Inkay, Ralts, Persian, Vaporeon, of course the Darkness Energy, and a Hex Maniac. Electric Witch gives your electric Pokemon no weaknesses, which I have 1 of these, so now I have 2. Yeah, now I have 2 of them. Is this one holographic? Yeah, this one's moderately holographic. And Gardevoir, an EX card, something spectacular to end us off with. Oh my god, Primal Groudon EX. That is a great card to send us off with because I have Groudon EX. I need a Kyogre EX because I have Primal Kyogre. I just don't have Kyogre. Now we have Primal Groudon. Now, of course, like with any other Mega, I can... Wait, did I not read Mega Tyranitar? Or was that regular Tyranitar? That was regular, never mind. Now with... If you didn't know, I can read Katakana, which is what this is. So, I'm not gonna look at the name, I'm just gonna read that. Gaia Broken? Is that what... Gaia Volcano, but it says Boruken. It seems like that says Gaia Broken over Volcano, because Budoken's nowhere near Volcano. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Gaia Broken, so I don't know what's up with that. But whatever, Gaia Volcano. When one of your Pokemon becomes this Pokemon, heal all damage from it. What in the heck is that? Heal all damage. So you can just tank with Mega Greydon. I was starting to talk about Digimon almost. Was it Greymon? Mega Groudon like comes in, or Primal Groudon comes in. It's just like, Jesus Christ, man! Heal all that damage, which is like, how much Groudon does Groudon have? Like 210 or something? Or not 210, like 180, probably 170, 180. And just to be able to heal all that off, oh my god. So Gaia Volcano, 100 damage. If there's a stadium card in play, this attack does 100 more damage, discard that stadium. So 200 and you break the stadium, which usually people are using stadiums quite often. So yeah, 240 health, which, is that more than Wailord? Like, Wailord has a lot of health. Is that even more than Wailord? My god, is this hollow too? It's also hollow. It's this weird sparkly, like, spray hologram. Now, let's go back over here. Where is Groudon? Here's Groudon. So he has 180 health. So yeah, and you just heal all that off. Like, Groudon himself is pretty broke. Well, not broken, but 130 damage is pretty high. That kills any legendary almost. I don't know if there's any legendaries at 140, but some of them are at 130. Some of them can take 120 damage, but this, he can kill any legendary with that almost. Except for Lugia, because the new Lugia, Fates Collide Lugia, because it has a 20 damage reduction. And his Rip Claw is able to just discard an energy if you're lucky. There was something I wanted to look at before we got to that. Wait, I was gonna say, like, where the heck is that Kyogre I was talking about? So here, I have Mega Kyogre. Oh yeah, here's Tyranitar, so yeah. So, oh, I was going to look at Wailord. Yeah, Wailord does in fact have more HP than Mega Groudon. So at least Wailord is still reigning champ of HP. But I don't know if that's exactly true though, since I don't know. These are all the EX cards I have, and I don't know if any of them surpass Wailord. I assume not, since of how huge Wailord is. Isn't he like the biggest Pokemon almost? So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. That was like, we got some pretty good stuff there. We got, you know, where's it? Kangaskhan. We got Primal Groudon, Tyranitar. So that's actually something I can show on the card art or the thumbnail for this video. Unlike the other video. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you actually stay tuned for the entire half an hour, because I know long videos don't tend to do that well on YouTube, but whoop-de-freaking do. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment, do the do. See ya.